So in this video, we're going to take a look at proportion and proportional relationships and how to use the unitary method to solve problems. So let's take a look at an example to help explain this. If 6 copies of a book cost £9, calculate the cost of 8 books. So the amount of money that we pay and the number of books are two variables that are in direct linear proportion to one another. As one goes up, the other one goes up, and it's by the same proportion every single time. Now, the unitary method is exactly what it sounds like. We're going to find one unit of books first. So let's write out an opening statement of some facts that we know. We know that 6 books costs £9. So if we're going to use the unitary method, we want to find now one book, and we want to find the cost of that. So how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to divide, of course. If 6 books cost £9, if we divide by 6, we're going to get 1 book. So if we divide 9 by 6, we're going to get the cost of 1 book. So 9 divided by 6 is 1.5. So in the context of our pounds and pennies, it'll be £1.50. So now that we've got that, we are now in a situation where we can find the cost of 8 books. Because of course, if I have 1 book, now I just have to multiply by 8 and I will have 8 books. So on the money side, if I take my £1.50 and multiply that by 8, I'm going to have the equivalent cost. So 2 lots of £1.50 is 3. So 8 is going to be 4 lots of 3, which is going to be 12. 8 books cost £12. Let's look at another example. 5 tickets for a play costs £40. Calculate the cost of 6, 9, and 20 tickets. Okay, so just like last time, let's start by writing a statement. 5 tickets, £40. So if I want to find the cost of 1 ticket, I'm going to divide it by 5 because we're starting with 5 tickets. So I'm going to have to divide my 40 by 5 to work out that cost. 1 ticket is £8. Okay, now for part A, we're asked to find 6 tickets. So I'm going to need to find 8 times 6. And of course, that is going to be £48. That's how much 6 tickets cost. For part B, I'm going to need 9 tickets. So I'm going to need to do my £8 for 1 ticket, and I'm going to multiply it by 9. 8 times 9 is £72. And then finally, for 20 tickets, I'm going to take my 1 ticket worth £8, and I'm going to multiply it by 20. My 20 tickets are going to cost £160. Okay, final example. So 20 meters length of rope costs £14.40. Calculate the cost of 12 meters of rope. Okay, now we don't necessarily have to use the unitary method here. We could, if we had a calculator, get my 14.40 and divide by 20. But we could also use some different methods to do this. So for this example, let's try and do this in another way. So for part A, we could certainly work out 10 meters of rope. Because if I've got 20 meters of rope, I just have to half it. So 10 meters is going to cost £7.20. That's half of 14.40. Also, I could work out 2 meters quite easily as well. Because if I have 20 meters and I wanted 2 meters, I just have to divide by 10, and that's very simple to do as well. 2 meters is going to cost £1.44. So if I want to find 12 meters of rope, then I just have to add these two things together to work out that combined cost. I'm adding 10 meters of rope to 2 meters of rope. Well, that's going to be £8 and 64 pence. I hope that helps you to understand how this is working. Okay, now in part B, we are asked a more complex question. So we've got to really make sure we understand what we're doing to be able to do this. What is the cost of the rope per meter? So if I want the cost per meter, I'm just going to do that unitary method. I'm going to find 1 meter of rope. So 1 meter, how much does it cost? So for this one, I am going to do 14.40, and I'm going to divide by 20, and of course it is 72 pence. 1 meter costs 72 pence. Okay, I hope that helps you to answer questions on proportion and the unitary method.